Join our mailing list for a chance to win a $25 iTunes gift card along with a limited edition Gettin Up t-shirt. Enter to win at www.gettinup.com. That's gettin-up.com. Welcome to Gettin Up On Sunday, the podcast that covers the latest and greatest in independent hip-hop music. Today is Sunday, August 17th, 2014. My name is Julian Quinones, and we're going to get into some brand new music by Watsky, who has just released his third solo album, also some music from a hip-hop trio by the name of Redefinition, some new stuff from an MC producer named Jai Nitai Lotus, and an up-and-coming artist named IMD. Also a new edition of Backtrack, which covers monumental moments in the history of hip-hop. But first, we're going to kick things off with Dilated Peoples. They'll finally release a long-awaited and highly anticipated 6th studio album, Directors of Photography. The new project comes 8 years after the release of their last effort, 2020, which they resentfully produced under Capitol Records. This time they've teamed up with indie hip-hop powerhouse Rhymesayers Entertainment to bring us a masterfully crafted 18-track album that finds the crew exploring a modern sound while maintaining the essence that has kept them on the list of hip-hop's elite. The album boasts appearances from the likes of Action Bronson, Aloe Black, Vince Staples, Fashion, and Vinny Paz. Also guest production by DJ Premier, Diamond D, Ninth Wonder, Jake One, and a longtime collaborator by the name of Alchemist. The first song that we're going to play is called The Bigger Picture, which features Kron Don and a beat by Ninth Wonder. And after that, we're going to take a listen to some music by an MC and producer who gave up his religious ways to follow a career in hip-hop upon discovering Nas's classic album, Illmatic. But anyways, here it is, The Bigger Picture by Dilated Peoples. Check it out.
I need me some more weed, man. This that song. Yeah. Been a long time coming. Yeah. Hey. The bigger picture. I learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me, always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough. I learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me, always love. Train hard, now my focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough.
I'm out the shed and the tools brand new. Dear mama dropping jewels that I never ran through. The most driven, never sat up in the backseat. The most forgiving, never flagging down a taxi. That's my word if it's meant to outgrow. Like I used to run home to catch the last of my show. Some move to the future, others living it slow. Old tunes try to find where the memories flow. You know I try to chase them down, no dragging. Shit, they shot a beetle, do people still imagine? I think the world could be a better place. No fan, but I still set a table and I set its grace. I think I let you in my life, all access. Gift and curses, cursive, closed captions. Misinterpreting the passion. Saving face ain't a game, ain't a time for retractions. I learn one way, then front the opposite. I learn behind the beat, now I learn on top of it. I do go against the grain. I do take bigger pictures that don't fit in the frame.
I learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me, always love. Train hard, now I focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough. I learned when I was growing up, sometimes you, sometimes me, always love. Train hard, now my focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough.
Did the scriber in the inkwell. Thought sketch a snapshot, vibrant, check the detail. Now the family eats well. Used to cut the mold off bricks for grilled cheese melts. Wandering the crumbling castle, wondering how things fell. Mansions and lap pools are sleeping on back pews. Pictures and statues where roaches and rats move. Faithfully, I've seen it all alive and I'm grateful. With Curtis Mayfield singing Just Be Thankful. Slapping out a glass house, pearl enamel tooth color. Couple old cats in a rag top. Roof covered, nodded and they nodded back. Respect, acknowledge, got a fine arts degree, plus the streets are a college. California campus, I've studied abroad, bloodied the canvas, pondering atlas. What if he shrugged? The rich lady asked, what if we thug? Humanity said, I'm feeling drowsy, what is the drug? Wake the team up, never alone, but on my own too. Held the elevator, check the levels that we've grown through. Philanthropic, maybe cause I did my dirt, there I'm haunted. Honestly, I never fronted, all is all I ever wanted. Keep an eye on hustlers, watch out for the schemers. No more kid gloves for the dreamers. Awake trying to live dreams physically. Energy is extreme. Lessons of infinity are vivid on the big screen.
I learned when I was growing up. Sometimes you, sometimes me. Always love. Train hard, now my focus up. Got it all, but ain't had enough. I learned when I was growing up. Sometimes you, sometimes me. always love. Train hard, now my focus up, yeah. Got it all, but they ain't had enough, yeah. Always love.
You are listening to Gettin Up on Sunday. Visit us at gettinup.com, and that's gettin-up.com.
So let your thoughts fly away. Cause they go hard in the paint. Describe pain like angst. I hit a nerve like hypes, I hit a vein. Undecided if I ride or refrain. Through the night I'm on the side of them trains. Lifting up what I don't touch, designer the same. In the line of fire is fortune and fame. So let your thoughts fly away.
From the angel city politics, heaven's what they call it, but the angry spirits haunting it. I need a break from all of it. Empty promises and COINTELPRO policy legacies put us all at risk. Punch the code in place where the passport's safe. The mind travels continents from LA.
So let your thoughts fly away. On my block they said stacks are king. So once I got a couple stacks I started packing things. Venice on the map is the jack that rings. Moving through a new town a day. I kick the ground up, they found, hear the sound displayed. Once I hit the stage, rounds are made. So let your thoughts fly away. So let your thoughts. So let your thoughts fly away. So let your thoughts fly away.
I meditate before I open my eyes, then visualize mercy on my enemies. Then I rise, I guess I'm praying in my own way. Sight tracing the sunshine, illuminate my son's face, a beaming from my son's mind. Cutting through dark clouds, even when the sky's gray. Dreaming even though we're wide awake.
Let your thoughts say what's in your heart till the clock ticks, don't move. Between the hourglass sand, I've been zoning on cruise. So check it out, a world premiere and this my moment of truth. No fear, I kept devoted then from going insane. The coldest road is now heating up the snow and the rain. Below the heavens till I'm boarding the plane. So let your thoughts fly away.
To a better place that was or will be. Why don't you fear death? You said life is trying to kill me. Climb higher, you're still free. Free your mind and explore the masterpiece that's outside of the frame line. Sightsee at the same time, the world's in range. And it's strange, the only constant is change.
So let your thoughts fly away. So let your thoughts. So let your thoughts fly away. So let your thoughts fly away. Let your thoughts fly away. Let your thoughts fly away.
So there it is. That was the latest from Dilated Peoples. The second song that I played is called Let Your Thoughts Fly Away. It's a really mellow, really chilled out track. That's produced by Diamond D of the legendary DITC crew. And you can find out more at dilatedpeoples.com. Anyways, let's get into some music by Jai Nitai Lotus. I know that's kind of a mouthful. But anyways, this rapper, he's a hip-hop artist and producer, actually. He was born and raised in the French-speaking city of Montreal. Jai was surrounded by musical and cultural diversity as a child. He was raised by a father father who once played saxophone and flute in a 70s rock fusion band and later went on to focus on creating more secular music due to his strong religious beliefs. As a teen, Jai felt somewhat uncomfortable about his spiritual background, which caused him to rebel in high school. He moved away from religious music and discovered hip-hop albums such as Nas's Illmatic, the Black Star album, and Slum Village's Fantastic Volume 2, all of which played an integral role in his direction as an artist. Jai has just released a new track titled Pie, which is featured on a compilation album called This One Goes to 11. So we're going to listen to that, and after, we're actually going to cover today's edition of Backtrack, in which we'll talk about the most important event and the most important person in the history of hip-hop. But first, here it is, Pie by Jai Nitai Lotus. Let's check it out.
Let me know when it's time to build. Put my record out so my mind can gain perspective. Challenges and main objectives. Grow and bring connections. Lives through many sections. Lessons occur. Caught up in the doubt that blur out. Moments that hold us back. Push us farther intact. To the bigger picture course in the smaller writing. But the imagery inside I'm on a law blessed by the hands of God. See through the cracks of y'all living on wax. Spun out a format, wondering when it run out. And it ran out. And we hear the music loud and clear, blasting through your atmosphere and still done us. Bring joy through the coldest winters, hottest summers. Swinging with the baddest drummers and the mothers love us. But the rappers hate us, it's our haters. But the great said stay focused when it's time to build forever notice.
Hands been so strong, so strong. You will feel what my eyes see. Oh, it's real.
Yeah, kick the crush from underneath. This is a story of achievers and believers. Doubters play the background, get low, out of sight, out of sound, out of touch, out of bounds. Except where the chips lay, but I play a bigger role in what I say today. By living my life tomorrow, today. Extremely gifted with the reds and grays, prolific with the pens and spray. Turn the page into a cast of A's. Amazed at the past and present ways. Earth circulating, seasons change. Forever moving, constantly building and improving. It's a part of being human, but we rappers ain't human, man, we superstars. Yeah, on the earth that's super far from the blinding lights. But when we see the light, we blinded by the hype. Is that a mic? Nah, it's what your life is sounding like. We stay building cause we love the heights. Yes.
Let's build and be so strong, so strong. Oh, you will feel what I see. Oh, you know it's me.
You're currently listening to Gettin Up on Sunday. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at gettinup.com. That's at gettinup, DOTCOM.
Niggas get your clap on. Sunday night prayer meeting, get your vibe on. Sing lullabies and songs. Bad ones went wrong, possessed through the song. I zone out like a Sufi poet. Run circles around them seas and they know it. Like they wrote it, feeling like they drove it. Driving me nuts with them Facebook promotions. Keep posting, I'm vibing and coasting. Designing my poster, revamping the roster. Shout outs, Nas Selects, Shogun, Mestizo, Karma, Done It, Good Vibe. Scott C and Similac, and all my other people. But I ain't done yet. Scrap the verses, it's free form, let's get it on. I've been on, been strange, been up, been torn, been blamed, been shamed. Been afraid, you've been warned, you've been tamed. The masquerades of feelings for the willing. I feel empathy, the realest in the industry, killing over symphonies. They ain't phonies. Real life, get to know me on the low key or the high C. On the major, remind to be musically a masterpiece of feeling like I mastered peace. Peace.
So there you go. That was the latest from Jai Nitai Lotus. You can find them at jainitailotus.com, and that's JAINITAI Lotus.com. Second song that I played is called Mingus Clap, and that's off of his 2012 album Something You Feel. Definitely keep an eye out for this Canadian rapper and producer, actually, who's doing his thing. Let's get into today's edition of Backtrack. Like I was saying earlier, we're going to talk about the most important event and the most important person in the history of hip-hop, and that is, of course, DJ Kool Herc, who is also known as the godfather of hip-hop. So let's backtrack 41 years to August 11th, 1973. On this particular night, hip-hop was born. It all took place at an apartment complex at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx, New York. DJ Kool Herc threw a party in the building's recreation room as a fundraiser for his younger sister's school supplies for the upcoming academic year. As a Jamaican immigrant, he introduced a new DJ technique which involved looping the breakbeat of two identical records in order to prolong the heavy percussive drum part of a song. At the time, he called this the merry-go-round, and started off using songs by artists such as James Brown, the Jimmy Castor Bunch, and Babe Ruth. The party was called the Back to School Jam, and the price was 25 cents for the ladies and 50 cents for the fellas. From this day on, his parties began to gain lots of traction and got so popular that if other people tried to have parties on the same night, they would put an early stop to the event and announce that they would be finishing it off at Kool Herc's party. So we're going to take a listen to an audio clip of DJ Kool Herc describing the merry-go-round technique.
One night, I'm waiting for the record to play out. I said, I wonder if I put that to myself. I said, if they're waiting for this particular break and I have a couple more records that's got the same breakup in it, I wonder how would it be if I put them all together. And I told them, I said, I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to call it a merry-go-round.
Herc's merry-go-round meant that instead of playing whole records, he would play just the instrumental breaks, mixing between them to create a continuous dance rhythm.
I started out with James Brown, clap your hand, stomp your feet. That part right there, when the break, boom, I had to come in with bongo rock. Bongo rock was still no vocals in it, and I would go into Baby Huey, the Mexican. And it was like, whoa, I think we got some hit, because people was like, oh, whoa, everybody was like, yeah, I'm feeling this, oh, yeah.
Redefinition is a group made up of 3 artists with a long history of musical collaboration. These artists are producers Mecca83, Bus Crate's 16-bit ensemble, and MC Distant Star. As a team, they've released a 7-track project titled Bahia Affair, which is directly influenced by the sounds of 60s and 70s Brazilian music. You can expect to hear a blend of bossa nova-inspired percussion, scratch vocal samples, and chopped-up drums within the EP's production. The 4th track, Obrigado, is especially unique as a brass section takes the lead with some inventive, loosely improvised melodies. Of course, this project isn't without its lyrical moments. Overall, it's a quick yet mellow journey that is worth the trip. So we're going to take a listen to that song, Obrigado, and after that, we're going to get into some music from an Australian MC who recently received $10,000 from the Hilltop Hoods to help with the manufacturing and marketing of his debut album. But anyways, here it is, Obrigado by Redefinition. Let's take a listen. You are listening to Gettin Up On Sunday. Download the podcast every week at soundcloud.com/gettin-up and follow us while you're at it. So there you have it. That was some music from Redefinition and their latest 7-track project, Bahia Affair. Second song that I played is called Pounds Up, and you can find out more about their music at expansioncollective.com. Expansion Collective is definitely bringing a lot of quality music, and I think they like revamped their entire website. It's really cool stuff. But anyways, let's get into some music from IMD. This guy's an Australian MC who has recently received the Hilltop Hoods Initiative Award, which is a $10,000 grant funded by Hilltop Hoods to help emerging that's a mouthful. To help emerging Australian hip-hop artists in manufacturing, marketing, and releasing their debut project. The project, which is titled I Am Daily, was released in February of this year and features a standout track produced by North Carolina-based beatmaker Crisis. But first, we're going to get into some music, actually his latest single, which is called 415, and he just released that this past week alongside a really dope music video, so we're going to take a listen to that. And coming up, we got some music from a hip-hop artist who once accidentally injured 2 people after stage diving at a concert, leaving a female fan with a broken arm. We'll find out who that is, but anyways, here it is, 415 by IMD.
Yeah, it's 2090. Yeah, This shit is too real, too far from a story. Bridge hook and a verse times 3 recording. As for the rest, the city you'll do it for me. Those not in the know only witness the boring. From King George to the Bay you'll find the OGs, my compadres rolling by on nothing but that good wood. Getting high, winning skater of the year, stopping over in Dubai on a one-way ticket to LA. Hitting up the street straight off the runway. If you don't know the Bay, boys, that's okay, boys. They ain't bunny hopping, they don't fucking play, boy. No one keeps a man fresher than lace. The sneakerheads can't afford repair the next day. So if you see people waiting on Adelaide like they crazy, give them water. They're broke when Lace delivered the babies, yeah. The city let a young boy grow, a young boy float, let a young boy go. My mind is a product of the 415, and now the young boy letting young boys know, yeah. The city let a young boy grow, a young boy float, let a young boy go. My mind is a product of the 415, and now the young boy letting young boys know. Day trips as a younger man, nothing was so exciting. Seeing 50-50s as a child was so inspiring. The city led me to try it, trippy to realize I'm tight with big homie behind the mid-life clip. Before I knew his name, before I knew him as Kane, I looked up to him for his style, he was what I became. The skating, the apparel, my cousin would do the same. I'm saying before we linked it was already a chain. To me, he's one of the illest in the game. Just from seeing him round the city like some personal fame had me captivated, man, I don't know how to say it or explain it. I just related, thinking whoever made it pan out that way. I stand out now, Kane, with the city on my back, kicking the Wu-Tang, flipping the bird to hipsters doing the same, who couldn't recite one verse from Ghostface. Yeah, the city let a young boy grow, a young boy float, let a young boy go. My mind is a product of the 415, and now the young boy letting young boys know, yeah. The city let a young boy grow, a young boy float, let a young boy go. My mind is a product of the 415, and now the young boy letting young boys know. One thing about the city, it has your back, you might go away. Things change, that's a fact, but without it, I know I'd be lost and not grounded. I'm representing for Brizzy, this is how the city sounded. After the great, take my hat off the lazy grey. I'm working harder than ever to better any I praise. That's just part of the nature, that's competitive traits I picked up from hearing the drive I'll overtake. There's something in the air, my chest heavy. A carton of Ventis in half, and now the carton is empty. Man, there's something in the water too. My city flooded in 2011. If you saw the news, or if you saw the view standing on your roof, or if you were there with a bucket and a clean-up crew. But if you were there breaking into shops to loot, you deserve one love from one gun. And too far, maybe, but at the very least, get the fuck up out the city. No place here for you. For the rest of us, though, there's no place like home, so I can roam to the Vatican knowing that I'll be back again, yo. The city let a young boy grow, a young boy float, let a young boy go. My mind is a product of the 415, and now the young boy letting young boys know, yeah. The city let a young boy grow, a young boy float, let a young boy go. My mind is a product of the 415, and now the young boy letting young boys know.
You are listening to Gettin Up on Sunday. Visit us at gettinup.com, and that's gettin-up.com.
So who am I? I am me, I am coming through, pussy, I am D. The right side of C, left side of E. Smack bang in the motherfucking middle, that's me, that's D. The man with two sides, the drive of a dynasty despite their demise. I am D, motherfucker. You better duck for cover, or at least be silent for the next 3. At least be silent for the next 3. Cause there's a fine line between kind and weak. You don't want either side to speak. Ha! I am D, silence for the next 3. It's kinda funny that crisis on the beat, cause I'm going through a mid-life, one of those, and we on different boards, so it's time to bring the heat. Well, I do it, yep, set, I do it. The flow's so animated, set, I drew it. Broad brought it to life. No dream works, forget it. I got a dream and it's in the works to get it. Yep, you said it. Hey, call a medic. Somebody took a shit and they're gonna regret it. Man, down for trying to take the credit every time things bigger than I come to mind. That's the other side of my brain saying to dead it. I need a paramedic or anesthetic. But if you put me to sleep, then that means you will be too. Will that spark the dream or the nightmare? It's kinda backwards right there. Me and you don't have a clue how to fight fair. And yo, it's rare, but when we get it together, then it's flyer than Jesus, like I landed a Christ there. But you ain't ever there till something bad happens. It doesn't take a genius seeing that pattern. You're something like a deadbeat dad. The part of me I wish wasn't. I cut you off in a flash. So who am I? I am me. I am coming through, pussy. I am D. The right side of C, left side of E. Smack bang in the motherfucking middle. That's me. That's D. The man with two sides, the drive of a dynasty despite their demise. I am D, motherfucker. You better duck for cover, or at least be silent for the next three. At least be silent for the next three. Cause there's a fine line between kind and weak. You don't want either side to speak. Ha! So tell them all the D sick, but never paid a visit to girls with no English. Clean with it, I got OCD. If D studied IT, he'd CAG in it. Each week tax free, but it's no biggie. I'm heel flipping the same crates they go digging. Just as well, I'm suited to the music, like a Sinatra, musical up in Munich. Looking like $1 million, but horny enough, I give 1 million fucks. Meaning I feel the devil creeping up, but feeling I finally made it out the rut. So who am I? I am me. I am coming through, pussy. I am D. The right side of C, left side of E. Smack bang in the motherfucking middle. That's me. That's D. The man with two sides, the drive of a dynasty despite their demise. I am D, motherfucker. You better duck for cover, or at least be silent for the next three. At least be silent for the next three. Cause there's a fine line between kind and weak. You don't want either side to speak.
So that was the latest from Australian rapper I Am D. The second song that I played is called Mid Life and it's produced by Crisis. That's off of the I Am Daily project, which Hilltop Hoods funded with a $10,000 grant. You can find out more on soundcloud.com/IamDaily, and that's DALEY. Now, like I was saying earlier, this next rapper that I'm going to play, or that I'm going to cover, I guess, is he accidentally injured two fans after stage diving at a concert. The unfortunate event took place in November of 2013 at Warped Tour in London, England. The artist is San Francisco-based MC and poet George Watsky. Here's a personal quote from Watsky that he posted on Facebook right after the incident. This is news to some, but many of you may have heard about the incident today at Warped Tour London. I jumped off an extremely tall lighting truss during my last song and was taken to the hospital for examination. I was released and I'm fine, besides some nicks, bruises, and the shame of endangering the crowd. The fall broke a girl's arm and hurt another guy. My tour manager, Nils, and I stayed at the hospital for 6 hours till the visiting period ended. And all I know about the man's condition at this point is that he has no brakes and the injury seems to be muscular. I'll be going back in the morning to try to apologize, but wouldn't blame the guy if he spits in my face. The jump was not awesome, it was not badass, and it was not ballsy. I turned what should have been a great day for the people who got hurt into a nightmare. It was stupid and wildly irresponsible, plain and simple. Now, obviously, Watsky has been extremely apologetic about the situation, and he actually has written a lot of songs. Well, I don't know if it's a lot of songs, but he has written about this incident, especially in this song called Ink Don't Bleed, which is off of his current album, All I Can Do. And I want to talk about this current album. It's a new LP that he just released this past week. It actually came out on August 12th, and it contains a wide variety of styles, ranging from energetic rock-infused tracks like Bet Against Me, and the more laid-back boom-bap influenced songs like Boomerang. So let's take a listen to Boomerang right now. And yeah, it's a really dope album. Make sure you listen to it. It's really deep. This guy's a very poetic dude. He's actually a slam poet, so you'll definitely see that in the album. But anyways, Boomerang, George Watsky. Let's check it out.
I hear a little patience what a man need, a bottle and feelings will make a man bleed. The words leave my mouth in a stampede. Watch him galloping, breaking records for land speed. My heart pumps and my lips tend to obey. You're just so bae, I hope you don't say no way. Now that I came back around to okay. And if you love me, I will love you till we go gray. So be my do-re, mi fa sol la tito. We'll hit El Farolito and get a bomberito. I try to kill my ego when your subject appears, but I still think of you when I had a couple of beers. I'll see you soon, I got no use for a bucket of tears. It seemed unlucky how we'd orbit each other for years. We got our timing right and then I collided with you. The wait is worth it in the moment we finally do.
What I told you made me half as true. I know either of us have a clue. I'm always coming back to you, your boo, your boo, your boo, no rain. I know either of us have the key, but I'm telling you, you have to see. Now you're always coming back to me, my boo, my boo, my boo, my rain.
You press my buttons like a were in Nintendo. Me and her up in a permanent limbo. It's like it's nothing but we're burning the endo. The street lights like a blur in the window. I got no cause to feel I was betrayed. It's just a symptom of the game we played. We pull the hearts out of each other's chests, pull the pins out of the hearts and toss them back and forth like they're grenades. Hot potato, what did you do? Blow my fucking arm off and then kiss the boo-boo. Hit me with the shovel and then say I dig you and be colder than an igloo. When you want me, I don't want you. When I want you, you don't want me. When I sing a tune and you sing it too, then it's womp in the wrong key. You always let me go and do my thing, but I'm always coming back again. Boomerang.
What I told you made me half as true. I know either of us have a clue. I'm always coming back to you, your boo, your boo, your boo, no rain. I know either of us have the key, but I'm telling you, you have to see. Now you're always coming back to me, my boo, my boo, my boo, my rain.
Join our mailing list for a chance to win a $25 iTunes gift card along with a limited edition Gettin' Up t-shirt. Enter to win at www.gettinup.com. That's gettin-up.com.
I don't know what was wrong, but it wasn't as strong. I've seen daisies or cannonballs above them, but if this was a dream, I still know that I'm seeing fields of daisies or cannonballs above them.
I'm so far from perfect. You still loved me when I so far from deserved it. If I'm so brave, why does looking you in the eye take every ounce of my courage? I hang my face to the linoleum and count the freckles on the floor. All of us are a galaxy of tiny little storms. The good and evil in me wage a bloody civil war. The missiles whistle through me, then the rebel pistols roar. I shiver, and the final slivers of my chivalry retreat my shriveled core. I can't imagine that I'll ever be happy like before. Before, we're sitting in a field in Golden Gate Park off Fulton and 4th, and I've never felt less alone. Just a block from the home I've outgrown, 5 feet and 40 years to the right from where Dad proposed, an inch above this casserole of stones. Grass and mud, rusty needles, lost guitar picks, Indian tombs and dinosaur bones. Everything happened all at once and the world is spinning like a hubcap, and not just because of the drugs. We hugged and laid there in each other's arms all night. Even when the sprinklers cried on us, we didn't mind. We had the rest of our lives to be dry, so we stayed until the edges of the sky turned light. I would have stayed until our hair turned white. The mosquitoes arrived to feast on time, got drunk at our expense. We didn't mind, we let them bite. We kept on kissing and obliged, say bottoms up. You've only got till Tuesday, so enjoy the ride. And I couldn't imagine that I would ever be unhappy again. And I whispered in your ear that this moment is already a poem, that I just figured out my first tattoo is gonna be of bug bites. Decided I'd commemorate their bloody drink by printing 3 circles on my ankle, perfect in pink, in permanent ink, the beautiful wounds that will keep me, you, and this moment forever linked, to remind me when I fail myself, when I fail everyone around me, when I misfire and come tearing through your walls, when the cocktail of humiliation and pain poisons my veins, and this carnival of carnage, this mansion of garbage, this parking lot of carcasses, this heartbreak party drains the spirit that remains, that I have been a part of something worthwhile, to remind me of the pleasure of your pulse, the measure of your breath, the rise and fall of our fortunes in our chests, these spectacular triumphs and flops, that even if that moment meant nothing to the universe, it's the closest thing to God I've got. I'm so far from perfect. So far it's been worth it.
But if this was a dream, I still know that I'm singing fields of daisies, oh cannonballs of loving. I don't know what was wrong, but I wasn't as strong. I've seen daisies, oh cannonballs of loving. But if this was a dream, I still know that I'm singing fields of daisies, oh cannonballs of loving. But if this was a dream, I still know that I'm singing fields of daisies, oh cannonballs of loving.
So that was the latest from George Watsky. The second song that I played is called Cannonball featuring Steven Stills, and it's an amazing song. It strays away a little bit from hip hop, but it definitely showcases his poetic side. Really intense song. And anyways, you can find George Watsky at GWatsky on Twitter. Follow him. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. We'll talk next week, next Sunday, of course. Take care.